Batman and KGBeast are on a collision course. Will either man be left standing after this showdown? Well, let's hop into Batman issue number 57 and find out for ourselves, shall we? Alrighty then, so if you're like me, you've probably been enjoying this Tom King Batman arc because it's been straightforward. They've had beginnings, middles, and ends, and emotional through lines that are easy to track. King also kinda cooled it on the literary illusions and the writing tricks and all the other stuffs that sometimes take you out of the action. Well, guess what? This finale to this arc is nothing but those things. Our framing device involves a story that KGBeast's abusive father told him when he was young about a bunch of cute, almost Disney-esque animals on their way to St. Petersburg to pray to God. But, you know, it's a Russian fairy tale, so you know it's only a matter of time before things get really dark and horrifying, and indeed they do. A bunch of the animals fall into a pit and have to eat each other to survive. Gitorial set. That's Russian for that escalated quickly. Now, outside the framing device, Batman and KGBeast are ready to have their fight. Beast is doing everything in his power to play to his advantage. He empties a clip into the door, trying to take out a tired Batman. He uses his prosthetic limb to catch a batarang. Man, I bet he wishes that was a gun right about now. And then they fight, and fight some more, and fight in the snow, and they keep on fighting, and no, they barely talk to each other at all because the real story is told in the fairy tale. You see, by the end of it, there's only two animals left, a clever fox and the pig who started the whole thing. The fox is able to trick the pig into eating himself because, well, he's a wily fox, don't you know? But then the fox is all alone in the pit and ends up freezing to death in a Russian winter. So wait, is Batman the fox and KGBeast the pig? Or are like they both in a metaphorical pit because of the choices they made and Russian winter is an allegory for Russian winter? Honestly, I don't know, and I racked my brain about it endlessly before I started this video. The important thing to know is that during the fight, KGBeast broke his neck. Well, okay, he didn't break his neck, Batman broke his neck. KGBeast says that he will surely die in the snow if not taken to safety, and he says that if Batman does save his life, he will be sure to tell him who hired him. Batman decides, I really don't care who hired you at the end of the day. I'm the world's greatest detective. I'm the goddamn Batman. Surely I'll figure that out. I just wanted to give you a whoopin'. And you know, even though Batman doesn't kill, I'm not going to save you either. I'm going to leave you out here to freeze to death, because I'm a hero. Now, as the comic winds down, we discover, wait, what a twist, Batman was read the very same story growing up that KGBeast was. Only his father wasn't abusive, and this means whatever you want it to mean, honestly. So that was Batman number 57, everybody, and it breaks my heart that this story could not hit the landing because I was actually really enjoying this storyline. Pound for pound, it's still probably one of the better Tom King Batman stories, if only because, you know, it is that much more simplistic and that much easier to follow. But man alive, do they ever leave you with a bad taste right at the end there, with Batman pulling out the whole I don't have to save you thing, even though, you know, he kinda does because he's a hero and everything. I mean, yeah, I get it that Batman's angry and everything, and Tom King's interpretation of Batman is as a pretty petty dude. I also have to wonder where letting people die in the snow ranks alongside Batman's own suicide quest, which again, never forget that that's what Tom King said. Batman is Batman because he secretly wants to die. Once again, I think we can all agree the only saving grace is the art. Tony Daniels draws a heck of a picture, does he not? And because Batman and KGBeast don't do that much talking in this issue, his art pretty much has to pull the entire weight of the story on its own. Overall, I'd give this one a 5.5 out of 10. It's disappointing because it could have been so much better than it was.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again. I want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not take a look at some of these other videos I have available from the channel. Then you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Cape Joel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you're in the market for some cheap comic books, might I recommend Book Depository? They're my favorite place to get cheap comic book trades, and if you use my link down in the description, not only will you save a bundle by not having to pay a cent for shipping, but everything you do buy goes to support me in the channel. So you win, I win, everybody wins, right? And until next time everyone, this has been Cape Joel, and I'm going to continue making comic book videos that smack of greatness. Bye-bye.